Well, now let's see. Game 1 of Stage 2 is underway. And as we talked about coming into the game, first one on Miramar, we weren't really expecting a whole lot of contesting early on. I don't assume that's going to happen either. Looking at this right now, I'm not really seeing anyone go on top of one another. The majority of these teams have been in the same tournaments before, or at least the players have, so they know of approximately where different teams go. Maybe DA will steal a vehicle from Liquid, but that should really be about it. And already now, I mean, I'm not really seeing anything. What stands out to you here in the first seconds of the game?
Well, what stands out is we have another vanilla plane path, but we know last week that's probably going to lead to a wacky circle, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I may have spoken too soon, but we'll have to wait and see. A couple of overlaps, but yeah, nothing too surprising. DA with a kind of a wide drop, but it looks like they're sending 2 over towards the church, and a bit of a scatter down to the southeast. To be honest with you, there's 4 teams kind of down in that quadrant. Only really 2 on the, I guess, on Leonis, so to say. But yeah, vehicle's going to be an issue maybe around the outskirts of Leonis, but Circle does pop, and it's not a great one.
That could be wacky.
It's not a great one.
No, that could be interesting. I mean, if you look down towards the south, you just said it. How many teams are, I don't want to say bundled up down there, because there's plenty of space in between them. But I mean, there are only so many paths that lead to the north. Either you're forced to go through Picado, or you have to go all the way east around El Azhar.
After all, still trying to send some damage their way, but that circle did look like it shifted up. Just centered up pretty much. Yeah, pretty much perfectly centered up. So again, we've got to assume, and I imagine the teams will as well, that this one's kind of got to come down to the west, right?
That's open.
It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, because there's only 4 or 5 decent compounds in that next circle. We do see Atomical fall here. Ivor will pick up a free kill inside the hangar here, sending some more shots out. But Apex with a strong position on the roadside. This gives them good access south. As you can see here on the map, there's not too many playable spots up to that junkyard that Na'Vi have just seemingly got for free in this circle somehow. But a good position for Apex nonetheless.
I mean, there's less than a handful of compounds in what we could imagine to be the next circle. This is going to be an extremely tricky one. Let's see. Levin comes in, but Senya denies it. Vehicle straight to the face. Tags coming in, but BSD is going to be the one to find Orange. Does not work out. Let's see what's going to unfold afterwards. Senya finds a double, finds the triple with the nade, and that right there is Wildcats out of the equation early on.
Yeah, and actually Intense picking up Orange from distance, and now Senya will fall to Rakes. So Tempo X putting some damage down, and hopefully Na'Vi don't lose 2 off this. That would be disastrous after picking up 3 kill points, seemingly for free as well. That was a really nice play there, and Besto does actually that's a knock. Sorry, I thought that was to confirm on Senya. It's actually 2 knock now. So Tab, the last man standing, he's got 2 reses to get off. But I mean,
it is you and I casting, but he's going to go northeast for all I know. Nope,
there we go.
There it is. I mean, and as much as we anticipated this shift, it didn't really make it any easier. I mean, to be honest, this is a horrible circle. Look at how many people are coming in from the southeast that have absolutely nothing to play. Now, speaking of it, TSM trying to rotate around Windstreak. Will they beat them to it? Maybe. Vard goes down instantly.
Yeah, actually, Vard going to get a confirm onto Offstring upstairs, but Kemba going to follow that up with an underhand nade and get that confirm onto Vard himself as well. So TSM lose 1. Kemba 18 HP, still trying to hold the fort here. Iro will catch him with the barrel coming through the doorway. And no backup in sight for Kemba. So TSM will pick that one up. They've got ways to go. They've got a couple of dips to play, and bear in mind Max is actually solo on that compound over to the west. He's in a vehicle now, maybe trying to find something else. Doesn't want to fight this against 3 TSM if they choose to pull up. So it looks like he might send it towards that shack that's on the hillside, but Askik is also, they've got the audio information off this. They're pushing up the hill. Yeah, TSM kind of forced into a little bit of a pinch, but you see they got some utility down, and again, I guess they're just going to try and live this circle out. Wait and see if any team is forced into an open position, but it's not looking good for them right now, Toby.
It really isn't. I mean, there's not a whole lot more you can do there than accept and hope for. What we're seeing right now, actually, Lipson finding Mockingjay over the top. Maybe if they're fortunate, they'll have the 2 teams above them take the fight, and then when they figure out who's the weaker one, they can try and third party. But even that's going to be hard when they're kind of pinned in the little valley point that they're in. Let's see the next circle, though. And I would say at this point, anyone having to move now is going to be in for a not necessarily elimination, but something close to it.
Taking damage. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
They are going to be shot at.
Yes.
And actually, I mean, not trouble one. Depths kind of becomes it. Lipson actually over peaking here. I was going to say it should be a good position for TSM to hold because both teams kind of defended and pushed onto each other. But Lipson gets himself into a good spot, gets himself the kill onto that one, goes for the spray as well onto TSM as they transition away. Now they're both low HP and they're going to be put up onto Max. He's got a nade cooked. It's going to pop outside. That could be perfect.
Oh, let's see. Is he going to get it? Yes, finds Specs with him first. He saw that there was one more. No,
Iroh!
That was never supposed to happen. I don't think he even took any damage there, but nice angle holding it off, getting the kill. He's inside the circle now. Placement points still far from guaranteed, but at least locked down on one more kill point in a game where, to be honest, at this point, and probably even earlier than that too, it's a salvage game for TSM. Any point you're getting now, Iroh, is just, I guess it's just benefit of something that probably shouldn't have happened in the first place.
I mean, this is great. We're at the 20-minute mark now, and we've only lost 2 teams in total. So, I mean, it all counts now, right? If you can live it in a circle, it's potentially a circle that 6 other teams are going to die in.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we've got a lot of teams that need to make their way in from the south. Gatekeepers, I'm worried about them traversing that hill. It looks like their eyes are actually drawn towards after all. Ass Kick has come up on the backside of the shack. They have the information. They know where Iroh pulled up. You see Norcus now coming to try and punish this, or pressure, I should say. Iroh, nade in hand. He might try the same trick that Max did out the window.
No, and his nade flew through and outside. It went inside the building and went outside. And Iroh finds Mars. Like, there's 2 more for him to find. And the issue for them right now, on the other side of it, wait, did he just get lips in too? 3 down. Silence is all that's left. Iroh is doing God's work here. And Yawn finds Silas.
My
Ass King is eliminated. What the holy hell just happened?
Iroh is I mean, no surprises. Iroh is an absolute machine.
What? That's what I was going to say. I mean, Ass Kickers knew they had to push it fast because other teams would interfere. But the fact that he held off as well as he did, wow.
That nade was absolute pinpoint.
Jesus Christ, Iroh, holding off strong against the team we did so much to hype coming into this, made it look like it was nothing. That is, I don't know how many of the points you actually got off the kills because there was a lot of people shooting towards Ass Kickers at the time, but damn, impressive plays coming in from Iroh on that one.
Yeah, I don't think free is the right word.
By no means. By no means.
Smash going fishing with a couple of frags there. You can see his teammates to his left as well. Send some mortars. Actually.
Yeah, I was going to say mortars being locked on over.
I mean, the first one did a lot of damage to Snooski here. Gatekeeper's looking to pressure the wall here, but again, this is one of those compounds is so difficult to push. Yeah. Especially if there's utility in play. Iroh again getting pressured inside here. Beamy going to put Molly in. There's no way he survives that one.
There you go.
Finally, he is put to rest in a blaze.
Can only allows for so much to happen. Now we're going to go out as well. 11th place for them. We're not even in placement points yet. And look at everything these guys have had to work their way through in order to get to where they are now. The south side of this circle, you can see it now. It's an open hillside. And anyone playing north, which is practically half the server, if not even more, are going to have an open day of shooting at you. And you have to, I mean, where do you play from if you're in the south? There's really nothing you can do. Maybe try and prone down by the gutter. But even then, because there's such a high ground advantage for Shift W and other teams over there, there's just nothing you can play around.
Yeah, Liquid is just going to full send over towards Omekin here. The 2-seat going to pull up on the backside of the building. Ibby on 4 HP. He needs to get inside or break line of sight. Somehow, Jeem's taking a lot of damage on the way in as well. It's just one member at Omekin here. T-Bone holding down this side of the compound. He does get the kill onto Clib. Maybe going to pull out here and think better of taking the 1v2 against Liquid. I mean, he could have won that one. They were both lit up, but I like the decision there. A little bit of survivability if he regroups with his team.
For sure. And no one will be able to push them without them knowing already what's happening around Cope. Marco found the Nog on Beamy. It's going to be stolen away, but I guess for him right now, it's more important just to be able to stay alive. More shots fired. Actually finds the Nog on yellow with the mini. Nice tags coming in, but stolen. Once again, Field is going to do them dirty on bystanders. They will go down. But gotta give it to God Marco. A lot of help coming in there. Unfortunately, not able to salvage any of the kills off of it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Gatekeepers managed to actually backfill Team Liquid after they saw them come out. You can see Liquid were the ones pressuring them running along the roadside. And again, they haven't got a great position, but they will see another circle at least. Adepts actually managing to split across either side of the roads. And Shift W, you can see in the kill feed there, Brexco having to make the leap of faith.
This is such a tough circle.
I think Zocker's got to make the same jump now. Is he gonna? Oh, he didn't die from it. Okay.
I mean, they have to get down and wow.
Okay.
Okay, have fun, guys. Suddenly, I mean, this was a coin flip, right? If it goes east, your compound teams are completely busted, and if it goes west, well, have fun getting down that hill. It's gonna be a tough one for sure. You're gonna be pushing around the teams next to you, and also the entire server is gonna be shooting at you from below. So I hope you got your smokes in hand, because you're gonna need a damn ton of them.
Yeah, D8 trying to get it back up to some good strength. I mean, they're in a decent position. They should have an opportunity to pressure, but Adepts, Tempo X, and Shift W coming down. But Noki looking like he wants to come and alleviate some of that pressure. But again, you can see he hasn't got much to work with here. And actually, Gatekeepers, I think, have got a beat onto which Rocky's behind. T-Bone going to find Kill Yakai on the rock side, and Shift W now just bouncing from rock to rock.
I mean, look at the gatekeepers. I don't think they have any vehicles available. Okay, Nogi, this should be a freebie as I say that. EB able to find some damage in there. Code Marco does go down, so the Molly's going to do the work for him. But as I was saying, I mean, the entire team from inside, both Omar and Liquid were actually looking towards the east, and understandably so, because there's a lot of people having to transition in from there. But look at this vehicle coming through. Tondo doesn't get the first, doesn't get the second either. Smash is there, doing the damage, but here comes one more car. Oh, runs him over. Can't find him. Smash takes out Philo as well. Wow, you don't DA. It doesn't work like that. They know what's happening, and they're ready for it.
Dip is not free at all. What a fantastic defense from Smash, though. But jumping back on Zocker here, trying to defend from the last two members of Tempo X, I think. Ribbon's just going to swing out of the doorway there, and we'll find him. Apex now, they've heard all this. They want to mop up the kill points that come out. Up to 6 kills. I said they had a decent kind of quiet path into it from that hangar position we saw them in early on. The nade goes over the top from Calvin. That looks like it might be money, actually. Does damage to both players. You saw a 51 tag go there onto Ribbons. Now Jempty going to pressure from distance. Jean's actually going to find that knock. He'll be with the flush to follow up. So Simsy and Calvin might just have a little bit of a slither to play on the edge here.
I mean,
it's not going to be much.
Nah, despite only being 2 alive down there, Liquid is having a field day. I mean, this is just them, without any punishment whatsoever, being able to shoot uphill. And I gotta admit, I mean, DA finding a 6th place in all of this somehow, that's beyond what I would have imagined. That's damn good job in staying alive, gotta say. Number finds Calvin. We saw him really step up during the first stage of the tournament. Now let's see if he can find more. No, ain't gonna happen. Simsy gets the trade in there, a little delayed, but Calvin should be able to get back on his feet.
Yeah, played the timing perfectly there. Just waiting for the re-peek onto the flush. Gatekeeper's actually managing to get into the backside of this compound, and I guess that's because Omicron again, that they're forced into that building. Liquid was shooting south, so nobody was really watching for the cross from Gatekeepers. DA sending some utility over towards Liquid. Now, it's going to be interesting if they still have enough smokes, and it looks like they will. They're going to be able to block off some of the line of sight and maybe get up onto the wall here.
If they can time it right with Apex pushing down on the other side, DA might actually have a play to make. I think EB saw one crossing. Yep, shots fired, 35 damage done towards Mert in the background, but they know they're coming in and they're waiting. Everyone's being rather passive, at least the teams that are in the comfort of compounds right now, but DA has crossed. They're up close. They have the wall to play around now, and I think Mert should be able to get healed on up. That being if he has an image. Yes, bandages are being utilized, and this one could stall out for a little while because Net Circle ain't that small of a shrink.
No, this is the problem. With this many teams getting here, nobody can really peek out and pressure the teams around the compound. So Apex going to be able to live to see this circle close. Again, they've got a hell of a cross to get into, well, any sort of position for the star once it does post. But
yeah, it does right on James.
DA now basically hold Liquid inside these buildings.
They do. They can sit out and wait. They should even, because I don't think Apex has a line of sight down towards DA. So if they peek around the east wall, they might be able to pass EB and get all the way up to James. Surprised, though, to see Omar and up to go for the 2-story compound rather than have some sort of control in the concrete. Now they are making them move on out. In the meantime, you can see EB. He heard them on the wall, probably still hears them moving around. No utility available at all, but needs to hold this narrow angle and making sure that they ain't getting past them.
Yeah, Apex with a little bit utility. T-Bone now going to find the first onto Calvin. Just a matter of time now for Simsy. Mert actually coming around and going to open up onto Gatekeeper. Snooski will fall on the backside. Jempty stealing that one away. Omicron really, I guess, bearing the brunt of the fight here in the circle, to be honest. Oh, Smash is on the roof.
He's on the roof. Will he be spotted, though? I think Simsy might have eyes on him. I was going to say, I think that's what he's shooting at right now. But no, he's going to go down. And that actually, if Smash can jump to the roof of James's building, he would have to vault too. And EP should be able to. Come on, Mert. Come on, Mert. You can do this.
Come on, dude. Smash is literally screaming the instructions to get onto the roof right now. Yeah.
Because if he can get to the next roof, T-Bone would have to literally. T-Bone would have to climb up on the roof. Oh, Mert, come on.
Come on.
That was third attempt. The circle is closing in now. You got to play it from below it at this point. To be honest, it might actually be the better play to keep some sort of control in EP. Because if they get him down now, oh, Mert, you don't want to fall, but he does. Smash. Play time, play it passive. That would have been the play to make, but no, it doesn't happen, Party Beetle. He's prone down on the edge. Page might be able to see a backpack at some point soon. As one hit gets it immediately. That's the kill confirmed. Gatekeeper's down. 3 teams left alive. Smash jumps off, tries to get some info. Teams is in one house, EP's in the other, but there's still a Mert waiting outside.
Yeah, actually, Omicron looking like they're going to come and pressure into Teams' building here. He'll put down a smoke. He swung the door outwards as well. It's going to give him a little bit of cover to break line of sight. James swings out. Actually going to find the last member of DA. That will get them another kill point on the board. And James actually playing this one really, really well. Going to use the smoke. Oh my God, he opens up onto them. He finds the 2. T-Bone and Jempty fall. Just in a 1v1 now. And there you go. Oh, my word. That was close. What a fantastic play from James, though.
Money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Town, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.